Hello everybody, welcome back to the latest Manchester United news. Now, in this video we'll be talking about the YORO latest. Cambuala refuses to sign Manchester United contract. We'll be talking about exit from the club, Mason Greenwood latest, Branthwaite, and much more. So don't forget to leave a like, comment and subscribe. Stay tuned for more videos. Let me know which videos you want to see and let's get straight into it. So, the main thing I'm going to start off by talking about is the centre-back situation again. So, YORO is still interested in the Manchester United deal, and the Lille president is pushing for the move. Manchester United have already made a bid of 60 million euros, and that is reportedly being accepted now. Manchester United want to sign two centre-backs this summer. That is very obvious. Now, the three kind of links so far, the three strong candidates for that role of Jarrad Branthwaite, De Ligt, and YORO now. All three that Manchester United are concretely interested in, and all three that Manchester United want to sign. Now, for me, Manchester United, they're going to have a lot on their hands. YORO, Branthwaite, De Ligt. Which two are we going to sign? It's obvious that we need to. Manchester United bid for YORO already. We're seeing if we kind of can tempt them away from the Real Madrid situation. Can Manchester United realistically beat the Real Madrid poll? It's not impossible, but it certainly is very unlikely. Real Madrid are reportedly willing to wait till next season for YORO, where he will be a free agent, and it's kind of similar to the Camavinga situation that's being reported again. Now, for me, YORO, he's a very good player. If Lille wanted to come to Manchester United obviously very interested in him. That's why they have made a £60 million reported fee bid. It's up to YORO to kind of decide now. For me, obviously, you've seen that clip of Rio Ferdinand kind of saying to him, come to Manchester United. Is obvious. I wouldn't mind having him at the club. Out of De Ligt, Branthwaite, and YORO, the two that I would probably have would be YORO and De Ligt. I think Branthwaite is just going to be a deal that Manchester United keep chasing, which I'll go on to now, actually. So, with obviously Manchester United reported 45 plus £5 million bid being rejected for Jarrad Branthwaite, Manchester United want to make a third bid for Jarrad Branthwaite. Now, for me, as I said in the last video, as I just said then, this Branthwaite deal is going to be a deal Manchester United is going to continue to chase regardless of the situation, whether Manchester United succeed in getting him or not. If they don't succeed in getting him, they are so desperate to get Jarrad Branthwaite into the club, they're going to try and do everything he can. Now, this is kind of what Manchester United want to do. They obviously do identify him as the kind of an important centre-back to come in. That's why they are kind of tracking all three of those. If a centre-back doesn't come in for that, basically what they're trying to do is kind of figure out which one's the deal they can do easiest. De Ligt seems pretty straightforward. It's progressing on the right terms. YORO is still a bit difficult, and so too is Branthwaite. So I think the De Ligt deal will happen. Not too sure about out of YORO or Branthwaite who will come to the club. I prefer YORO, but we're going to see which deal's much easier to do and which deal seems better for Manchester United. Let's see what happens with that situation at Manchester United. There certainly are going to be a lot of centre-backs coming into Manchester United, whether that be two or maybe three coming in, which is a real positive because we do need to kind of reimburse that defensive department. Manchester United, moving on now to other centre-back talks, we're going to be talking about Evans and Cambuala. Manchester United are still unsure about the Johnny Evans situation and are still unconfirmed whether they are going to give him a new contract. Remember last season when Johnny Evans came into the club, it was supposed to be for a kind of a training basis. Manchester United realised they were kind of short on centre-backs and offered him a deal in for a season. Now that deal has obviously expired, so Manchester United do have a decision to make around Johnny Evans. The next centre-back situation is Cambuala. Cambuala refuses contract extension and other clubs are interested in him. So that was coming out from a different outlet. It wasn't an English outlet, but it was saying Willy Cambuala, his contract runs out in 2025 and has refused to sign a contract at Manchester United at this current moment. Now, we don't know how concrete that is, but just immediate thoughts. He probably does have his right to do so. He's not probably guaranteed minutes. You can see and probably hear all the reports about Manchester United bringing in other centre-backs. I can probably understand why he doesn't want to stay at the club. I think it's a bit of a surprise because I thought the way that Cambuala kind of finished the season last season, he was getting quite a few minutes, to be fair to him. And that was probably only due to injury. But it was only due to injury to other players. But I think he did impress in the games that he played. He's only a young and up-and-coming centre-back that I actually quite enjoyed watching last season. He is a bit reckless. He's still kind of learning the trade. but he's still a very, very good professional. He's got a lot of pace, a lot of power. As I said, still a raw talent, and still got strength to improve. But I do certainly think he has what it takes to be a United player. And I think this season, if he was to stay at the club, which he probably is, he can have a big role to play. As I always say in majority of the videos, there's a lot of games that are going to be played for Manchester United next season. And we're going to need our full squad. And that's something Erik ten Hag has obviously gone in on massively, because it's all about the squad in this. And there's not one single player that will not be needed that's in the squad. So for me, it's quite... I was actually surprised to see that Cambrala has been talking to other clubs. But let's see what happens. The last three stories are going to be about Marseille and Greenwood. Donny van de Beek exit, we'll just touch on that, and deal for Ugarte. So let's start off by talking about the Mason Greenwood situation. Now, Marseille have an agreement with Greenwood, but he has not decided to join them for £27 million. Manchester United will have a 50% sell-on clause if he does leave Marseille and goes on to a different club. The mayor of Marseille has kind of said that he doesn't want Greenwood to come to the club due to previous actions. But certainly they are still interested in him. Now, Lazio, they're also interested in signing Mason Greenwood. So he has got a decision to make on this situation. What does he do? There's obviously obvious Manchester United are going to be getting rid of Greenwood. To which club yet, we do not know. And we have to see what happens with that. But his exit does seem on the cards, and I'm happy about that. I think, as we know, Greenwood, he does not have a future at Manchester United, which is rightly so. And for me, his exit at Manchester United has got to be now. It's got to be this summer, so we can generate money for him. I'm pretty sure his contract runs out next summer. So, yeah, he's going to have to go this summer. And Manchester United need to get some money in. They need to act very, very fast. The longer it goes on, the harder it's going to be to make a deal for Mason Greenwood. Now, the last two things. Deal for Manuel Ugarte is progressing. Progressing fast, but not everything is complete. Manchester United are having direct contacts with PSG to kind of discuss this Ugarte situation. They want to get him in. £38 million plus bonuses is what the fee's been talking about. And Manchester United, as I said, are actively working on this deal. So really, really happy with that. I think it's a deal that can happen relatively quickly if Manchester United wanted to. Him, and he does look like the number 6 we're pursuing. I mean, it does look like João Neves kind of rumours have died down. Yusuf Fofana, other players. It looks like Manuel Ugarte is the one that we are kind of seeking for at the moment. Now, a bit of like news here. Donny van de Beek has gone to Girona. Deal in place with Manchester United for 500k fixed fee plus several add-ons. Easy add-ons to bring up the fee to 4 to 5 million euros plus extra add-ons can make it £15 million. United will also have a sell-on clause. It's so disappointing what happened with Donny van de Beek at Manchester United. I think he had a lot of potential about him when he came in. He was really, really good. We picked him up for a cheap price as well. And he just didn't really hit it running. Ollie kind of made it difficult for him. Wasn't really playing because Bruno Fernandes was at such in great form. We thought when Ten Hag would come in, it'd kind of be a resurgence in his career. Didn't really work out for him. And yeah, he's going to be leaving Manchester United. £15 million. Listen, it's not what I would have wanted. I would have wanted at least 20-25 million. But we also have a sell-on clause. And listen, Donny van de Beek is going to be leaving the club. It was sad, but listen, he has to go. It was probably for the better of his career as well. He'll be going to Girona in the Spanish league, so he can have some better moments out there. But this has been the latest Manchester United news. Some interesting thing that's going to happen. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Comment, subscribe if you are new, and let me know which videos you want to see. I'm going to kind of leave every video now with a question. This question is going to be: do you think Manchester United will sign Mathis de Ligt? Now, at every other video, I'm going to do a question at the start or maybe at the end. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching and peace.